is a knitting machine. It is an electric knitting machine and you can do all sorts of crazy patterns. So we start by pushing out the number of needles that we want to use. In this case we're using 30 and we make sure all the rest of them are safely behind us. Where's the carriage? This is a lace carriage. So it does things like the pattern at the bottom there.
Shit. You make this with a machine?
Yeah.
This machine is my grandma.
It won't make you cookies though. No cookies.
This is a machine for the graphics. Like, how is this? Have you seen Pearl River in Soho? Like this? They have.
So casting on is where we start the project.
Just not even like public. You can actually dress this as like Chinese and then on like home and very inspirational. It was the whole vibe.
So how does this relate to conventional casting on?
It's still knitting, right?
Not really at all. I mean, the overall idea is that you get essentially this knit row started, which is what casting on is, depending on how you cast on.
What's beautiful about
But the process is totally different. So this, I'm essentially like, I have a loop here, and I bring this needle up through it, grab the yarn, and bring it back through that loop.
This falls down
It's actually more like a crochet chain stitch. It's actually identical to a crochet chain stitch, as opposed to conventional casting on. So this is threading the carriage. It's really easy. You just shove it in there and then close that gate.
So I suggest
And then we need to make sure the tension is right, which means threading it through this tension,
You got about 15 seconds.
which will hit me in the head as I work. This is a cast-on comb. Make sure that the work is properly weighted.
You have to take the solder away before you take the iron away.
Okay.
Slightly off, slightly different.
And then these weights go on the comb.
So basically, like, I expect someday my nails.
Otherwise, the yarn will fall off the needles.
Some Z master.
And actually, if I wasn't like, a lace, I'd be very pleased. You officially made it when your home directory ends up.
And then, if all goes well, we knit.
So like we actually use them as slaves.
No, you gotta like
This looks like
I think it's in the teaching shelf, which is in the
How'd we do?
white one.
It went alright. It screwed up 2 stitches, but I'm going to ignore them for the time being.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. It's actually too much.
Hey now. Okay.
But people will be pissed off if they don't get to keep it.
This needle's not working properly. It should just meet the tip of this and rest on it, but instead it's falling past it. So, does anybody have a pair of pliers?
You can either do this.
So I'm just bending these back into the correct shape.
Then it times out.
Hey.
I remember that. So wait, I've been on the net since like 92.
Those are still kind of unhappy.
That is justice right there.
Total justice.
I mean, like, I spent a lot of time on Gopher and Archie.
So it's working okay for now.
Probably to get here, but like I'm telling you, it's real hacker area, like
They decided to puke again.
I think they're okay.
She makes me look like a noob.
Yeah, seriously, this is amazing.
Yeah, they're cropping out a little bit, you can see. But I think the best answer for those guys is to replace them at this point. When you bind off, it's usually easier if it's out of the carriage. So you pull it out of there, and then get that out of there.
They're definitely bigger than the one I have.
Yeah, I figured when you were saying that they're smaller, I know it's over.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Good. How you doing?
So this is our swatch, complete with a weird section where the needles were bent. And these machines aren't really made anymore. Brother discontinued them. You can get them on eBay though. This is a KH930E. There's also punch card models and totally manual models. This is Nycresistor, nycresistor.com.